This is the Virutex, which is a little different than the Festool. As you can see, the size of the tools are completely different. But this is also a completely different animal. It does have the dust collection, just like its big brother, I guess, Festool, the real big brother.
Right.
It does have dust collection. It also does have a different set of blades. Now, one of the difference between these two is this has two cutting heads. And let me make sure, yes.
Now, those are insert cutters, too.
Correct.
And those are available in high-speed steel as well as carbide.
And also available only in one other style. This will also give you a rustic cut, which is an uneven head, so it gives you more of a hand-hewn beam type of look, whereas that comes with multiple heads.
Right.
This only can get a couple extra blades. And you've got to be careful when you use the extra blades. The same thing I know applies with the rustic blade on the Festool, is even when the head is fully attracted or fully retracted, you still leave some of the blade exposed. So you have to be careful when you put it down. It does also have a guard here, which you can screw on an additional piece of stock if you want to extend it. But once again, the Festool came with that really nice large aluminum guard, which made it excellent for doing doors because you have such a wide surface to work off of.
Do you want to slide this down so you can work from the back side of the...
I can go just like this. I think they'll get it.
All right.
One of the things that makes this really exceptional, though, is besides doing flat, this one here, which, as you can see by taking and bringing these down, I can actually make a flat plate. I can fully extend these down, which let me show you real quick. It's really easy by just tightening it up. If I go this way...
So it goes concave and convex.
Exactly. That now is going to be cutting a convex shape. Once again, this is the only planer I know that does this.
Right.
It'll cut a convex, and then by simply loosening these up again.
Now, how would you adjust that to this particular bevel?
Well, we take
radius,
and we can press this right down here. We can get the thing right in the radius.
You just push it down into the radius, and that's it.
And that matches up the radius now.
All right.
Okay. And then to get our depth, all we do is...
So you had this set flush first.
I had
to get this actual...
I had it actually set to where the this was covering the head completely.
Okay.
So now I'm bringing it up, so I'm getting additional cut out of it.
Right.
Now we'll go ahead. Let's get this thing set up to cut. If you wouldn't mind bringing that up here.
Yep.
And you'll see, once again, it'll use dust collection just like the Festool did. And now I can take this, I can start above my cut. I think we need to expose a little bit more of the blade. Oh, there we go, okay. And we'll take and... There we go.
I guess you got to have a little practice with it.
Well, I think, as with anything, that last little bit is always your... There we go. Now we're getting better.
So you got to apply the pressure to the back of it.
That, and it's got a... This wants to put a true radius. My jigsaw
yours
cut,
might not have been a true radius.
it was just a complete freehand cut, and now it is actually straightening out the radius now. I can feel a big difference in how this tool is running through it.
Wow, that's great.
So it actually, the reason why I was getting some resistance there before is my radius wasn't true, because this obviously wants to make contact front and back, and it was cleaning up. I've still got a little bit of a dip there. I probably dropped it a little bit when I was exiting my cut, but I could feel a big, big difference. So that's
nice.
This will certainly deliver, yeah, and you can feel that. This part here, I probably got to develop a lot better feel for the tool.
Well, like anything else, you got to remember that
but if
most of the tools we're using
if you
here,
feel that though right there,
right,
that radius, take out my beginning of my end, that radius is beautiful now. It is super smooth.
That's great.
So once again, for a cabinet guy that might have to be dealing with radiuses,
Right.
I could even see a solid surface guy having something like this if he's got to deal with a lot of radiuses inside or outside.
Now,
And
you
you're
have to
looking
have
to clean
carbide
them up.
cutters in there, though.
Correct, but once again, it is available for the tool. Tool develops a real value.
Right.
A real value. And adjusting your depth is nothing more than turning the blade. Once again, this is quite simply how we came up with our radiuses. And the same thing, to get it flat, you could put this right in place. Drop that down.
Oh, we have a question there real quick.
Okay.
What is the radius that you can do both convex and concaved? Do you know that one?
I do, actually. The convex on this is 450 millimeter. The concave is 400 millimeter.
Tells me nothing.
I only know the metric. I'm sorry.
Because you read the directions.
I read the directions last night, and I remember that because the two different numbers kind of stuck out of my mind. That kind of just threw me a loop. But yeah, it cuts two different radiuses, inside and outside, one 450, one 400. But once again, both of these, as far as just being right out of the box, extremely easy to use.